Hi, recently I've been thinking about this subject of what motivates us. What is our motivating factor? What is it in life that maybe even constantly is motivating us? And you might find in certain situations it'll be something different, but more likely than not, it will come from the same vibration. And this is the vibration of fear. So ask yourself that question, what motivates you in your life? And that means daily. So let's come up with an example. What motivates you to go to work? What motivates you to see your friend? What motivates you to go to the gym? What's the underlying motivation for any of these things and anything else you do in your life? If you look very deeply, you'll see that on a very subtle level, there will be fear somewhere in there. There will be some kind of fear. So have a think about that. Don't think too hard, but have a real reflection on what is actually motivating you. I'm putting it down as fear, but fear is actually part of many things, again, that are very subtle that you might not notice. So for example, fear, under the vibration of fear, maybe guilt. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I don't deserve this. Maybe, but I'm not lovable. Maybe I'm really lonely and I need to go out, right? So all of these motivations are some kind of fear. So look at that deeply. What is it in your life that's motivating you? Now, fear, again, if we think about fear as in this vibration of fear, it's within us all the time. Most of us, to some degree, have got some level of fear vibration within us, okay? And you'll see that in terms of your life. So there's two different ways your life is going to go, and there's two factors. One is through vibration and the other one is through life lessons. But usually in life lessons, it is because of a vibration that you're bringing in. So when you think about any life situations, any life lessons, any life experiences that you're having, look at what's coming for you. What is it that you're experiencing? And you will usually you'll be able to tell that because what's coming in for you, what you're experiencing, will have some kind of fear. Why? Because you are in some kind of fear vibration, however much you may not believe that you are. And the way to tell is whether you are in a vibration of fear or not is asking yourself this question. Are you constantly, every day of your life, constantly, without any pauses, in peace, in calm, in a love vibration, in anything that feels complete and whole within you? Can you truly, honestly ask yourself that question and answer yourself that question with honesty? Are you all the time in living your life in peace and in completion? Are you? Because if you're not, then there's going to be some fear vibration within you. So I've said this before, fear, another way of looking at fear is separation that's within you. That also means seeing things as separate, because if we believe that within us and we're in that vibration of separateness in any way, then we're going to see the outside of us in different ways as separate as well. And that's why fear is actually an illusion. It's not true. It's not real, because nothing is separate. Everything is connected. And I know with the work that I do with the quantum, I have learned so much about how the quantum works. And I will guarantee you 100% the quantum is all fully connected. It's just not possible to not be interconnected. So everything works in one thing all at once. Like I've said before, I think I did a video on timelines, and if you think about time, there is no separateness. Every time in terms of future, past, present is all in one. Same with everyone else's life, all working all at once in different dimensions, different times, but actually all working together in one moment. So you see, we are all connected through the quantum. So because of that, everything is actually connected. It's just how it works. So it's impossible for anything to be separate or for us to see things truly as separate, but we do. And the reason why we do is because of how we have been conditioned, what we have seen, what we've been fed, exposed to believe that we must be separate, and therefore there must be separateness within us. And therefore we get into the vibration of fear to some degree. I think I've said this before as well. If it's not resonance, then it's dissonance. So resonance is the completion, is the wholeness, is the peace, is everything's fine, is the acceptance of everything, because now you are accepting everything as part of you. The dissonance is the fear. So again, if we go back to that question of what is motivating you, what's the underlying factor, what's the underlying motivation in your life, what's taking you to places, making you perform some kind of whatever action in your life, or where you are in your life. Why are you there? Why are you in that particular place in your life? What's the motivator? What is it that's motivating you? And if you look very closely, what you'll see, it's going to be some kind of fear within you. Okay, so the reason why I'm kind of saying this is because if we see this fear more and more, and as you're going through this conscious journey, you'll be able to see it more and more. If you start seeing these little fears, which is the motivating factor, your motivation in life and why you do things, because you're seeing it, because you're becoming more aware of it, then you can start deleting it. You can start saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to choose differently. And when we make the choice, what happens is we are basically creating a new timeline, because we are putting some action in place to create the life that we want. If you haven't watched it already, but I've done some awakening video series, and I'll put a link below. So have a look at that. But in that, I explained how what we are vibrationally, we are creating this new earth. So what you are within you is your creation that you are building to make this new earth. That's how it works. That's why it's really important to look at what is your motivator. Why are you doing things in your life? So you can start seeing the fear, so you can start saying no to it and start choosing a better path for yourself.